Hi folks, and welcome to another episode of From Amateur to Expert Daily. And today I'm equal parts terrified and excited. I have an announcement to share with you and a principle that I'd like to express based on the announcement. Let's start with the announcement. So, yesterday Penguin asked me if I could write a book in 1 week flat. So, here's the background to that one. All right, we're up to 7 books out already. Over the last few years, I've written and we have published 7 books together. Number 8 is supposed to come out in June of this year. In the interim, I have proposed book number 9, which they've tentatively accepted, and they've said, all right, we'll look at scheduling that one for next year. So that would have been book number 9. But now, here's where it gets interesting. Yesterday I get an email halfway through the day from Penguin and essentially saying, we interrupt your book writing to bring you another project. What they've done is this. They've said, we want to provide entrepreneurs and small to medium-sized businesses with tips and insights on how to get through the coronavirus crisis. And they asked me if I could write the entire book in 1 week. So I took a deep breath, tried not to think about it, wrote yes and send. If over the next few days you notice that what little tan I used to have has disappeared and I appear in front of you with bags under my eyes and the beginnings of rickets and scurvy and malnutrition, there's your explanation. So I am now committed to writing that entire book in the course of it's actually about 8 days. The book itself is going to be about 30,000 words in length, which puts it roughly on par with Poverty Proof. If you've read my Poverty Proof book, that one is about 33,500 words, so it is actually a little smaller than that. It entails writing between 3,500 to 4,500 words per day, and it's actually eminently doable. You discover that if you get into a rhythm with writing, it becomes fairly plausible to write 4,000 words in a day. And thank goodness there's a lot of research available on this one. My task really is to aggregate it, to provide it to Penguin, and they will get it out into the bookstores as fast as humanly possible. As ever, we'll do the online version, we'll do the audio version. All of my books are available from audible.com, and it looks very likely we will also do the digital course version. You may have seen that a number of my books are now available from futureselfacademy.com as courses in which I walk you through the book, you do quizzes, and so forth. Now, the principle behind that one is this. In a pinch, Penguin said, who do we go to in order to get this book and get it quickly? And I'm honored and delighted to say that of their business authors, they chose me. Now, obviously that's something of a brag on my part, but there's also an interesting principle at play there that says if you continually deliver to a certain standard, if you can be trusted to meet deadlines, if you are proactive in your own marketing and so forth, you become the person that they think of in a crunch. So let's turn this around to your scenario. Are you a faithful steward of the thing that you do to the extent where if your customers, your market are under pressure and they need something, they need it done well and they need it done quickly, will they think of you? What are you actively doing to ensure that your standards are high enough that they do think of you? I genuinely do feel honored to have been approached to create this project, and I really do hope that it helps real people to survive trying times, to remain profitable, and to find smart cuts and smart ways forward. Now here I'm going to throw things open to you as well. If you have witnessed a smart thing done by small to medium businesses during this crisis, would you like to share it with me? If it's a good one, it'll go straight into the book. There are no limits to this. We're looking for ways to save, ways to be effective, ways to rethink your business, and they need not be universal. They might only apply to certain types of businesses. Perhaps you've done or seen something and you just thought, that's smart, that's a clever way of going about it. I'd love to hear about it. Won't you please email me info@douglaskrugerspeaker.com. I will include the best of them and let's try and get them out there and helping real people. So yes, in principle, it is possible to write a 30,000 word book in 1 week flat, and I'm about to do it. I'll give you updates as we go along. Do you have a book in you? What if you set yourself, say, a 3-week or a 1-month target in order to get that done? I promise you it's eminently doable. We've previously spoken on this channel about the idea of minimizing the size of the project in your own mind, asking yourself the question, what's the least book I could write. Well, I am now committed to writing a very small, get-to-the-point-quickly book within 1 week. It does help you to frame your thinking. It says, what's the least book you can write that does the most good in a short span of time? Book publishers do publish that sort of thing. Do what you do with consistent excellence, and you could become the name at the end of the sentence. Who do we go to for that?